Welcome back, guys, to Triangle Strategy, where last episode, Chapter 2, To Arms, Brave Warriors, began as diplomats arrived at Wolford Castle due to the endeavours at the Grand Norzelian Mine, with the house holding a banquet for the guests after Serenoa got some time to walk around the castle town. With talks of the gathering taking a political turn during the night, war was taking place elsewhere, as the royal children of Whitehome got together to converse before we saw Roland sparring with the masked Sir Maxwell, also accepting the military man's advice as we now return to Wolford.
Now that's what I call a feast. You've landed quite the catch, Frederica. He is a good man. I can see it in his eyes.
You are too kind, Lord Dragan.
And humble as well. Are you impressed as I, Frederica?
I can tell that your heart is pure and gentle, my lord.
Lady Frederica,
Forgive me if I caused offense. I thought only to return your sincerity and kind.
no apologies are needed. I am happy to meet your approval.
Thank you, my lord.
Words come so easily to the both of you. A perfect match.
Forgive my curiosity. What sort of life did Lady Frederica lead in Esfrost?
Her life? Truth be told, my dear Serenoa, not a pleasant one. Those of Rosellan blood are looked down upon in Esfrost, even if they are the daughter of the Archduke's concubine. Gustadolf's full siblings are the worst of the lot. They have not a shred of human compassion between them. They cruelly bully the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place.
Is this...
True? Of course it is. I know Frederica's suffering all too well. My own father lived ever in the shadow of his elder brother, the former Archduke. Our house, too, is met with sneers by those who consider themselves our betters. But no more! I shall show all those simpering fops that it is not birth that makes greatness, but deeds. And so I did my due research at the archives, that my grand invention shall blast our way forward.
Dragan, please. I believe you've had enough to drink.
You can hardly blame me for availing myself of Glenbrook's finest libations, brought by traders from the realm over. Each cask more exotic than the last. Why, to not partake would be an affront to our newfound allies.
Just make sure your head is clear for tomorrow. Or have you forgotten you're meant to be representing your nation?
Yes, a ceremony to usher in a new age of harmony and prosperity. I am too young to have known the war, so I see our three nations joining hands more as a matter of expedience. But what of you, my kin-to-be? How do you see our grand cooperative venture?
You're drunk. I'm not telling you now, you won't even remember. It's the first steps towards true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it. It will benefit all nations involved. I see nothing wrong with that. It is impossible to understand each nation's motivations. I can't say whether this bodes well. Ooh. Wow. So, you know, these are going to be one of those games that reveal a bit more about, like, the overall thoughts of the person choosing the stuff. So, you know, I guess I'm on trial in a weird sense in front of everyone. The camera going on here. But weirdly enough, I feel like more me of those three is the third one. Because it might be the more negative one. in a sense. You know, you want to hope for the better future, but it's like the realist side of it all. It's impossible to understand each nation's motivations, what they intend. I can't say whether this bodes well. I can't say either way, no matter what. Hopefully he's too drunk he won't remember it, to be fair.
It is impossible to understand each nation's motivations. I can't say whether this bodes well.
Interesting. You are the first I've spoken to express such skepticism, and yet, you may see more clearly than most.
Like as not, it is a baseless worry.
It is a lord's place to worry. We may at last share a common goal, but our motivations differ. The future is murky, no matter how brightly some may try to paint it. My new cousin has the intuition of a leader, I see. Or perhaps you're simply a worrywart. In any event, it is always good to have another perspective on matters. Let me tell you what I believe. I believe we're on the cusp of a great achievement. As always, it is the young who must bear the burden of building the future. Old shoulders are frail, old minds stubborn. Whatever lies in our future, those who make it will mark their names in history. And mine will be written large for all to see! And I would write yours next to it, my dear cousin. Pray, come visit me at the mines once operations are underway, and I shall...
Dragan, are you quite all right?
Worry not, Frederica. I'm just a bit tipsy. Perhaps I should just lie.
It would seem Lord Dragan has turned in for the night.
Quite the passionate fellow, isn't he?
He's never been one to hide his ambition, ever since we were little. Neither does he hide his disapproval of my brother and Trueborn's siblings.
Feelings which you share?
I grant it would be satisfying to see the sneers of those who look down on me wiped from their faces. But I also agree with Lord Simone that we must set our gazes to the future. Though I know not yet how I might best serve in this new age, I would do what I can.
We are of the same mind in that regard, my lady. Let us ease the weight of each other's burdens.
Please, call me Frederica. We are to be husband and wife after all.
Of course, my... Frederica. Pray call me Serenoa as well. We should carry your cousin to his chambers. Will you help me, Frederica?
Certainly, Serenoa. Let us take care not to wake him, lest he resume his prattle.
Voice actor secretly in the background going, please wake my character so I can choose some more scenery.
Benedict. I thought I might find you here.
My lord.
Did you tell her that Serenoa would soon be taking over as lord of our house?
Forgive me, my lord. I did not think to...
Save your apologies, Benedict. Doubtless she was overjoyed to hear it from you. Destra always did trust you above all her advisors. As do I. For 30 years you have served my house better than I ever could have asked for.
You honor me, my lord.
My lord? I suspect this will be the last night I will hear those.
My lord, I will call for a healer at once.
Do not bother, Benedict. It will avail me not. You know as well as I how my heart now fails me.
My lord.
And so I entrust Serenoa to you. For our house, pray heed this old man's final order.
Certainly. I will live to serve your son until I breathe my last.
Did you hear that, Destra? Our boy is in good hands. My old dear friend, long have we stood together.
I will not let you down, my lord.
I'm a bit worried he was going to go out in the graveyard for a second there. It might expedite the burial a bit, though. Alright, no more side stories are awaiting us. So now it's time for the announcement of the abdication. Let's watch it.
My beloved son, Serenoa, will oversee the matters of our house from this day forward. I expect you to serve him as dutifully as you served me.
Of course, Lord Simone.
Aye, my lord. Our undying loyalty to House Wolford.
My son, listen well. A lord's judgment shapes the fates of his kin and subjects alike. Responsibility for their well-being now falls on your shoulders. You must lead them well.
Yes, Father. I shall keep those words close to my heart. To that end, I require wise counsel. Together, you possess a wealth of experience. As Lord of House Wolford, it is my duty to consider the best course from every perspective afforded me. I shirk not from this responsibility. At the same time, I would be a fool to not seek guidance from those more traveled than I. For my house and my people, I trust I can rely on you.
Well spoken, my son. I dare say you are more than ready to receive this.
The Scales of Conviction, a holy relic, said to be blessed by the deities of old.
It was gifted to our family by the King of Glenbrook. From this day on, I entrust it to you. However, it is of little use without these.
Coins. 7 of them.
Tokens of conviction, we call them. Give one each to only your most trusted retainers and allies. They will guide you when the path is darkest. Their words will illuminate the pitfalls ahead. Heed well the advice of your friends and subjects, and choose your steps carefully. Such has been the way of our house, and such you must see it always shall be.
I will, Father. I shall treasure these gifts and make wise use of them in times of need.
Very good. Now do your duty, my son.
We await your orders, my lord.
We depart for the capital at once. May this ceremony be but the first of many joyous occasions ahead of us.
For House Wolford!
And so the stewardship of House Wolford passes from father to son. Lord Simone Wolford, beloved throughout Glenbrook, entrusts the future to young Serenoa. With the ceremony to mark the beginning of the joint mining venture and a tourney on the horizon, the Wolfort set forth to the Crown City. With no heroic deeds yet to his name, the new Lord Wolfort sets his eyes on the proving grounds, eager to show his worthiness.
So Lord Simon will step down. I suppose the time comes for us all to pass on the torch eventually. What wisdom has your father bestowed upon you?
He has told me what it means to be lord of a house.
Very good. Serenoa of House Wolfort, the crown of Glenbrook now looks to you for loyal service and brotherhood.
Yes, Your Majesty. I shall not disappoint.
I dare you to say that again, Thalis.
Must you make me repeat myself? I am the Prime Minister of Esfrost. I and I alone am fit to represent our nation. Go push your papers in the shadows like the minor lordling's son you are.
You would shame me. You, who would be nothing if not for your high birth. Your ineptitude is mocked by noble and commoner alike.
Dragan, you forget yourself.
You both forget yourselves.
Frederica?
If you must bray at each other, then do so back home. Your bickering will bring shame upon our nation.
Such strong words, sister. Do you think you're above us now that you're being wed to mighty House Wolfort?
Please, Erica.
My apologies, but the ceremony will begin soon. I ask the delegates of each nation to make their preparations.
And you must be Serenoa Wolfort. Well, I suppose we should bother the happy couple no longer. Well done, Frederica. I see you've inherited your mother's wiles. She always did have a way with men.
Too bad you also inherited her hair. That sickly pink makes me want to retch.
Pray forgive my cousins, Lord Serenoa, and forgive me if I was out of line.
Those two, they were...
Thalis and Erica Esfrost. Full brother and sister to Archduke Gustadolf. And my half-siblings.
I see. Well, I hope that we can all come together for the sake of our grand endeavor.
They made sure you fought the king fell over for a bit there. Smithy is now available at the encampment. Hey, Smithy! Where can I find you? Is there an exploration phase awaiting by the look of things? I probably should head to the Smithy first. I do realize, though, I should probably see... I should see my dad's title card before he, his title card is engraved on a tombstone. Probably. Wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? Alright, let's find out what's up with the Smithy. Also, their dad didn't seem to have too much of a problem with the mum's hair. As blacksmith, I have the privilege of looking after everyone's weapons. It's my honor to forge and repair whatever Wolfort's warriors require. Any blades that need tempering or bows that need priming, you know when you say the word. So, you have weapon rank leveling up by the look of things. So, it literally is your weapon is the shield then? Do you not have a weapon apart from that? You can actually look by stat 2 of each person what their speed is. Of course, you would be the lowest speed. Evasion rates. Jump. Jump. Movement ranges. Times deployed. Interesting. Anyway, weapon upgrades. At the smithy, you can upgrade your weapons and unlock weapon abilities. Both of these services require materials and coin. Each weapon has 3 ranks. Increasing weapons rank unlocks more powerful abilities for that weapon. You can acquire weapon abilities from the same rank in any order, but the later a skill is learned, the more materials it will require. Oh? If a weapon ability is connected to another with an arrow icon, then they must be acquired in the order the arrow indicates. Weapon abilities contained with a box marked with OR cannot be active at the same time. However, once you've acquired either one, both become available and you may switch between them at no cost. That's a lot of customization. So it requires 2 iron to get weapon damage up. You got weapon rank 2 here. It requires a silver to get to that. Wondering what's going with you, to be honest. Stone required to increase your weapon potency. That actually changes the weapon design as you rank it up too. Cool! Ah, look at that cool blue sword. So we can either upgrade that, or we can like skip forward and do health instead of weapon damage, defense, so straight up stats. So you need to have this one to get that one, etc. Like another health up there, more damage up. What would be best for me to do? I'm not even kidding. I'm like going, defense is an option all the time at the moment. Increases fire damage dealt with clear weather. Sounds crazy. Increases weapon potency by 5 to deal greater damage and restore more HP. So I'm guessing to do greater damage, does that do it with the spell as well? 5, but they all seem to require like different materials to upgrade the weapons as well. Considering you're the only one who could be upgraded at the moment, I'm going to go with the +5 damage. Even though my soul cries out for me to go for something like defense, but that's 6 iron to go for defense actually. No chance. That's the only upgrade we can do. But it became available at a point in time where you kind of went, yeah, I probably should do it right now then. We're about to go to a competition after all. So we can actually buy more iron, but that will of course use up a lot of our coin. So, and we can only buy like stock of 2. I do wonder if I should be buying that stock whenever I see it then. So it can restock. That is a thing. Okay, time to go to battle? He says, not quite sure. Is it an exploration phase of the capital of Glenbrook?
My honored guests, I am pleased to announce that operations at the Grand Norzelian Mines have commenced in earnest.
The Earth has yielded treasures more magnificent than even we had anticipated. May the mines endure for many years as a symbol of prosperity for all of our nations.
Well said. With Hyzant's Sultan capital, Esfrost's ingenuity, and Glenbrook's raw materials and manpower, our realm's future is bright indeed. It is a partnership built on 3 pillars, each bearing equal weight. We owe a debt of gratitude for all who have supported this grand venture. A particular note is Lord Dragan, whose knowledge has allowed us to so swiftly see our labor bear fruit. And House Wolfort, whose mediation has proved invaluable in forming this accord. May their deeds be forever remembered by history. Let us raise our cups and toast to their health and happiness.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Lord Serenoa is smiling from ear to ear. Shame his parents couldn't be here to see this.
Do not get too swept away in the moment, Eredor. We have a job to do here, and the day has only begun.
Now that the formalities are done with, let the festivities begin. Step forward, Sir Maxwell.
So, this is the one they call the Dawn Spear.
Glenbrook's fiercest warrior. They say he has never known defeat.
I would take the measure of this man.
Now that the foundations for peace have been laid, Let us be stifled by rigid formality no longer. There is a tourney to be had, after all. A much more entertaining event than my endless speeches.
Hear, hear!
Here, here!
Will any among you prove a match for our Sir Maxwell, the champion of our previous challenge? I very much look forward to finding out. Until then, help yourselves to our hospitality and our wine.
Eat, drink, and be merry. It shall not be long until final preparations are complete.
Our time is nigh, Serenoa. But I forget myself. Our time is nigh, Lord Wolfort. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you. But living up to the title will be no easy task.
You'll do your father proud, I'm sure. Unlike some of us.
I'm like, yeah, that was literally, she just saw me look away going, oh God. I'm like, have more faith in yourself, my friend. You two show the future of the kingdom, after all. Yes. Without the other ones, I'm like, have some more faith. I like it. You're great. You're great. No time for self-pity. A prince's subjects mustn't hear him talking that way. Nah. Come, preparing for the tourney will take your mind off your worries. Oh, look, a supportive friend time mode.
Have more faith in yourself, my friend. After all, you too shoulder the future of the kingdom.
I wonder if Glenbrook will truly flourish thanks to anything I do.
Of course it will. It already has. Besides, House Wolfort is at your back.
My apologies. And thank you. I shall strive to be worthy of your support.
You two were quite the pair, aren't you?
Fast friends from the day we met. And you are?
Apologies for not introducing you sooner. This is Huette of the Kingsguard.
I am tasked with keeping His Highness safe, though he often seems to resent it. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you, Lord Wolfort.
Ah, Prince Roland has told me much about you. I can see he is in good hands.
I shall see that it is so, my lord.
Now let us begin our preparations. Today we take the field, and today
we claim victory.
Roland and Huette have joined our forces. Hey, we're swelling army. Not an army. I don't want to say that in front of the king. I think they're having a revolt going. Roland's aptitudes in battle. He's a melee warrior with range. Strike foes 2 squares in front of him with a spear. His steed grants him exceptional mobility. Oh, so wait, he doesn't actually need to be next to someone. Does that mean... Wait, if he can always be 2 squares away from the... Does that mean we can do a pincer attack with 2 people on one side and then the other person on the other side and then get 2? Just put the spear for the back of the other person's head. It's fine. We'll find out. Huette's aptitudes, she's a bow person. I think they're called archers in the real world. Rains arrows down on foes from the back of a hawk. Wait, what? She's got a hawk? Easily traverses terrain with large elevation changes. The higher the ground, the greater her range. Cool. She's got a hawk. I best greet our guests. It would also give me a chance to take the measure of my soon-to-be opponents. Indeed it shall. Quick! Don't randomly take 2 sleep recovery pellets from the table of the banquet in front of the king. That's just weird. We're just weird. Let's hope this tourney brings the same thrills as last year's. I won't soon forget the final bout between Lord Simon and the Dawnspear. It was a match for the histories. It's a shame Lord Simon won't be here to have another go at it. His son is representing House Wolfort this year, I hear. I don't reckon one so green can stand against the likes of the Dawnspear, but I've seen stranger things. Have you now? Today I fight by Sir Maxwell's side in the tourney. I could not envision a greater honor than this. May we cross swords, Lord Serenoa, and may the fight be one to remember. minister's aide joins in. I guess ours does. A patriot. You must be, no, you asked your actual name. Patriot. You must be Lord Wolford. I am Patriot. Patriarch of House Consar. Okay, let's just not assume evil because of sneery face. It's just ambitious, maybe. I don't know. A nobleman whose name has long been known throughout Glenbrook. He leads the Royalists, a faction that supports the royal family and dutifully tends to the kingdom's political matters as minister. The thing is, of course, when you're looking at a game, you're always looking for the informed characterization by the design of the character, which can lead you down roads wrong, but often leads you down roads right, because there's a reason they make people look waste or give them facial expressions of certain types. By King Elector's grace, we were chosen above all others to attend this momentous ceremony. 'Tis an honor, truly. All we have, we owe to our king. Let's continue to serve him as well we can.